What's up guys, another episode of NBA 2K14, and in your last episode, come on, stop it every time, you check this last score. Last time we saw the Miami Heat and the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Thunder win by 1 point, 113 to 112. Excuse me. 113-112 for the Thunder as Kevin Durant got 30 points with 4 assists. Russell Westbrook got 24 points and 7 assists. At the other hand, the Miami Heat, LeBron James got 29 points. Mario Chalmers got 23 points with 11 assists. And more importantly, would not be flexed out for Celtics Lakers because of classic rivalry, as Celtics have the chance to shot for Galactic Division title with the Sixers. So the Clippers and Grizzlies will not get an ESPN Friday night. That means we're gonna skip all the way the next one or skip something. Alright, so we're off to Oracle Arena in Oakland. That would be a good one here and Oracle Arena in Oakland. It's gonna be a good game here, good matchup, featuring the Western Conference matchup, featuring Dwight Howard and James Harden of the Dwight Howard and James Harden of the Houston Rockets take on Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson of the Golden State Warriors. And just last matchup here, the close game in overtime, the Rockets beat the Warriors, but they managed that. And the second match is gonna be a good one. So that'll do it for now. This is Andre Kenshin. For this game, the Rockets gonna use the red jersey and the Warriors gonna use the white. So that'll do it for now. This is Andre Kenshin. We'll be right back after this. Enjoy the video here at the Oracle Arena in Oakland. Anyways, let's get started. Enjoy the video we sent out to Kevin Harlan here in Oracle Arena in Oakland. Here we go. Enjoy the video right now. So let's get started. Enjoy.
Welcome, Damon Bruce with you as we get ready for NBA action here on 2K Sports. It's Thursday night basketball. It's going to be the Houston Rockets up against the Golden State Warriors. And the first quarter just about to get rolling in Oakland. Let's head on out to Kevin Harlan standing by.
And the players getting reacquainted prior to the tip. A pretty loose atmosphere out there. The Rockets are looking to defeat their Western Conference rival going into this game. You're in for a treat as we bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg with Boris Burke reporting from the sidelines. Now a chance to check out our starting lineups. And guys, what do you think we'll be seeing from Dwight Howard in this one?
He is so athletic, Kevin, and for a guy his size, one of the best athletes I think this league has ever seen. And what makes him so important to his team is just the defense, the shot blocking, the anticipation, the speed, the dominance in that paint area.
Yeah, when you're 6'11", Steve, strong and can jump the way Dwight Howard does, I think it just comes with the territory. Whether he's sending shots back, throwing them down, everything is done with authority.
First game back in Golden State for the Warriors. They're ready to play. They're one of the most dangerous teams in the NBA right now. No question, they've won 7 of their last 8.
Kevin, I tell you what, they've actually been terrific on their home court, and they're starting another homestand right now.
Yeah, this has been their domain, Clark, no question. They've made this arena a very difficult one to come into and try to win. So this game will tell us a lot about whether they're going to continue that dominance on this homestand. Well, this Warriors ownership group has really energized the franchise. They've been very proactive. They purchased the D-League team from Dakota, plans to move them to Santa Cruz, about an hour south of Oakland. And in order to accommodate the team's home games, they built a new 3,000-seat arena in a matter of months.
Here is Harden, following the basket by Stephen Curry, stolen by Thompson. And now here comes Iguodala leading the break. And the jam by David Lee.
So deflating for a team. Clark coughing up. The ball at one end, and then it turns into immediate points at the other end.
and it's just as much of a boost for the team getting those easy points off the steal.
And the Santa Cruz Warriors, as they've been renamed, have been a hit. You know, Clark leading the D-League in revenue, making the D-League finals last season.
And you know, with all of the D-League games now broadcast on YouTube, the exposure for players in the D-League is better than ever for the Warriors. They have their D-League affiliates so close by. Gives them a much better opportunity to develop their young talent.
And up the court come the Warriors on the break. And Thompson throws it down.
Well, this is how you completely rattle an opponent's rhythm.
Yeah, you know, such terrific on the ball. Defense to trigger the transition opportunity.
And it wasn't just the tough D, it was the exclamation point they put on the fast break with the slam.
And the Rockets with possession here. The Warriors making the shot. Parsons, the open look, and it's Houston with another.
You're going to be waiting a long time if you're waiting for him to miss that when he's that open.
Well, you watch the way Parsons moves, and you see how quickly he's able to shift and change direction. And you forget that Chandler Parsons is 6'10", because he moves like a much smaller guy. He's a terrific all-around player.
Here's Lynn. After the made shot from David Lee, Harden's shot is good.
4 makes on 4 tries. Everything's falling early. 100%, can't do better than that.
Curry kicks to Thompson. On the wing, Iguodala. And another three for Golden State. And back to Parsons. Clark, you talked about his mobility, a good defender too, and for a young player that's rare. So you look at his size, ability to move his feet, and the upside certainly is there. Then you put him with a guy like Kevin McHale as his coach, and nice array of talent. He's got a good situation.
He does. He's got a bright future, and I'm most impressed with his defense. You talked about a lot of his skills, but Houston will frequently put him on the opponent's best wing offensive player.
Now here's Iguodala. Dwight Howard missing his last shot. Iguodala, the pass to Lee. Working on Ashik. It's Iguodala with the drive. Curry, guarded by Harden. 5 to shoot. Deflected. Stolen by Harden. Parsons against Iguodala. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's his first foul.
Yeah, close, but I didn't think he got on balance quickly enough.
And it's hard to draw charges as quick as players are at this level. That's not an easy bit of work there.
Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
Gotta love the finger roll up and over the defense.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
A lot of noise coming from these fans. Pretty unhappy with that call.
Well, you know, we've got a lot of amateur officials in the crowd, and not one of them liked it.
Caspi, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. For the Houston Rockets, they won their last contest in that game against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
It seemed like they hit every big shot they had in that game. Kevin, their offense was clicking, but really clutch in big moments.
That's ideally the way you want it to unfold on the road, Steve. Don't even give the fans a chance to get into the game.
That's good. Warriors leading by 4. Now let's send it down to Doris Burke, who was able to talk with Mark Jackson.
Turning the ball over is important for any team, obviously. But he said the chase on his team is going up against a team with so many small ball hawks who will seize any opportunity to come up with a steal and turn it into easy points on the other end of the floor. Gentlemen?
Okay, Doris, thanks. It's almost like a crucial aspect to enabling your offense. You first have to get around this stifling defense, don't you?
Yeah, and I think the key, Kevin, is being the aggressor right from the outset of this game.
That means being in attack mode and not passing up any good shots that you get early.
Boy, this game is off to a terrific start.
No doubt. On both sides, high-octane offense.
The shot's good from Nedovic. Nedovic has got 6.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
Yeah. In fact, 3 of the last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Beverly, averaging 9 points per contest. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game. Caspi with the bucket. Last outing for Golden State, they won that game against the Kings.
Guys, they could have won that game on the strength of their offense alone. It was that good.
And to do it on the road, too, I mean, with the way they just kept coming at them, they kept that crowd out of the game the entire time. That's good work.
And that one's good. Beverly.
You know, size-wise, this is not a great one-on-one matchup for him, but he got that shot to go.
But you wouldn't know about how he finished. That's a nice hoop there.
Shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Warriors lead by 6. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2.
Next Tuesday, February 25th, Derrick Rose and the Chicago Bulls take on the Atlanta Hawks. Hoops action.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Warriors.
And they're doing a fantastic job of finding the open man and getting easy looks.
They've also gotten into a nice rhythm from the three-point line early on tonight.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And Golden State looking who they got. We've got Jay Crowder. Tony Douglas out there with Nedovic. Then there's Draymond Green, and it's Spates in at the center, filling out the middle. Outside, Garcia. He feeds it to Moniunas. Jacks up a 3, and that one's good. Moniunas has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Bogut with it, and it's Howard picking him up. Pass to Iguodala. Dishes it to Crowder. Back to Iguodala. Wow. Sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying hard to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, Martin?
Well, you know what the questions are about now? It's their defense, that's for sure.
Boy, it was an impressive turnaround for Mark Jackson and the Warriors last season. I mean, his promise of making the playoffs didn't come together in his first season at the Controls, but in year 2, they got it done. And I tell you what, most thought Mark would be a really outstanding coach, and he's well on his way to making that a reality.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. David Lee checked in for Bogut. Klay Thompson comes in for Jay Crowder. And Steph Curry subbed in for Andre Iguodala. Curry outside. Douglas dishes to Curry. That's in. Coming off an nice assist from Douglas. Douglas has got 3 assists now in this one. And for Mark Jackson, there have been some questions. He had never spent time as a coach, even as an assistant. I guess the question was, Steve, would he be able to take over the reins as a head coach?
Well, the biggest thing you want to do as an NBA coach is have your players buy into what you're selling, and Mark Jackson's been able to do that. His players believe in him. He motivates them. They like playing for him, and that's most of the battle right there.
Lynn kicks to Harden. Cans it from downtown. Harden's got 9 points.
Well, one of the things that makes him special is his tendency to become red hot in just a matter of seconds. And you never know when it's coming. You know, all it takes is a shot or two, and he's rolling.
And there's something else on his resume that can't be overlooked. Just how many times he's taken over at the end of close games and carried his team to the win.
Well, Iguodala moved on from the 76ers to the Nuggets. Last year, now signs a free agent contract with the Warriors. It looks to be a really good fit. I mean, all that shooting around him, just with the way he can run and defend, should allow Iguodala to be the playmaker that really is his natural game. It was a slow start for him, but he's starting to take off as we hit the second quarter.
It's Harden with the...
How about that basketball,
Wasn't that
fan?
beautiful?
Wow. Forget about going. For the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And how Clark, brilliant throwdown.
Yeah, just exerting his authority out there.
Here's Curry. The 10-footer. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Curry's got 5 points in the quarter.
He's such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
It's tipped. Stolen by Thompson. Ahead. And the jam by Andre Iguodala.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create a
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
wasted no time going from defense to offense.
And it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. You look at the Rockets. What a run they've had this year. In first place and charging seemingly at will toward the postseason. These guys have been outstanding. And, of course, the Warriors just need to take it a game at a time.
You know, for the Warriors, they've got to be happy with how things have gone for them. I mean, they haven't suffered a deep drop-off, and they're still the good, solid team they were a year ago.
Yeah, but they haven't taken a step forward either. And I thought maybe they would. I mean, to me, this has been a little bit disappointing. They're not in bad position. I just thought they'd be better, Clark.
Good. Beautiful finger roll to cap that drive off. He knows how to finish with some flair and flavor, Dad.
Brooks kicks to Lynn. And it's sent back by Bogut. Harden against Iguodala. Gets it to go. Iguodala's got 15.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
Well, it's become one of the stories of the first half, Clark, just piling up points in the paint.
Warriors leading by 11. Curry attacking. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
The Warriors chose to wait until the final year of Curry's rookie deal to extend his contract, but it turned out to be a bargain. Coming off an injury, there were a lot of concerns about Curry, but he turned into a superstar, particularly in the playoffs, and now the Warriors have him locked up for 4 years.
Dwight Howard. He's checked in for James Harden. Here's Lynn. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
It's Bogut with the drive. And that one's good. Bogut's got his first 2 points of the night. And the Curry contract, Clark, I mean, eye-opening. 4 years, $44 million.
Yeah, to us it may be a little odd in terms of hearing those numbers combined with the word bargain. But you better believe the way he's playing and helping to lead this team, it's a good investment for Golden State.
26 seconds left in the first half of the game. He kicks it to Thompson. Just 4 to shoot. Fires for 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
They just continue to splash home those threes. Eliminating the deep shot has to become priority number 1 for this defense.
It really does. I mean, it's not possible to give up that many points behind the arc and not pay the price in the end.
And here we go with Andre Iguodala. Curry passes to Bogut. And he hits the buzzer beater.
Pretty shot. Without a second to spare.
That can be so demoralizing for the team that gives up a shot like that to close out a quarter.
And so we wrap up the first half. Warriors ahead, up by 15. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Welcome to the halftime report for this Thursday night. The Golden State Warriors are ahead against Houston. They're a team in 5th place in the conference standings right now. Stephen Curry with an amazing start. We're at halftime and still he hasn't missed a shot. It's been a pure shooting exhibition. For the Rockets, they haven't had the same luck. Too many turnovers. Tough to win when you're giving the ball away as easily as they have. They need to start playing smarter basketball in the second half. A great performance by Jeremy Lin in the first half. He's got 13 points and he's made some key plays in the assist department too. And now let's go around the NBA to check out what's happening. Miami trailing Oklahoma City out in Oklahoma City. Into the second half, and it's a close one, a 1-point difference. And the other game also going on still for Denver. They have the lead against the Bucks at Bradley Center, about midway through the third out there. And that's all we got for you here in the studio. Time to send you back out to Kevin, Steve, Clark, and Doris for the start of the second half.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
The west span of the Bay Bridge. Our view as we welcome you back to the San Francisco Bay Area.
Tremendous output from Iguodala. He has 15 points, and he sprayed home 3 3-pointers as well.
Yeah, productive day for him from long range.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Kevin McHale. On either wing, Harden and Parsons. It's Asik paired up in the front court with Allen. And it's Lin in at the 1 spot. Houston moving the ball around. Here's Howard, and it's Houston with another.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
And Curry, here we go. Lee, and the bucket counts. He's on his way to the free throw line. Trying to make it a 3-point play.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
The defense has to make an adjustment. They've got to string together some stops, or at the very least, try to force this team into some bad shots.
And it's sent back by Bogut. Thompson dishes to Curry. That's good. Curry's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And Kevin, what I like about him is that he tends to get hot at the most opportune times. It doesn't matter if it's coming out of halftime or out of a timeout. He just has a knack for heating up in a hurry.
And Steve, you know, his ability to come in and rattle off 10, 20 points in no time flat, that's a gift and a real asset for any team. Some guys need a while to get going, not him.
Again, Golden State.
He's a big reason why they have the lead right now. He's made all of his field goal attempts thus far and remains hot from the floor. You know, with Steph Curry, it's never been a question about his talent, guys. It's always been a question about how are his ankles going to do. But really, he only missed significant time in the shortened season. For the most part, he's been healthy and highly productive.
Howard with the steal. Lin against Thompson. Howard kicks to Parsons. And the call will be against David Lee. That is his first foul of the game.
Tough call there and a tough break for the defense.
But you know, I think you could still see him kind of sliding in there. I don't have a problem with the call.
Houston making a switch. Smith checked in for Howard. Terrence Jones comes in for Omer Asik. Caspi, he's checked in for Chandler Parsons. And it's Garcia in for James Harden. Smith the pass to Garcia. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Garcia's got his second basket of the night. And a few ankle tweaks for Curry last season, but with the big brace he wore, he said the pain was mostly from the brace bruising his ankle than anything else.
Well, it sounds to me like maybe you should take the brace off. Maybe a smaller brace so he doesn't get the bruising. That would be smart.
Exactly. Caspi uses the glass to finish the layup. Caspi's got his third basket of the night right there.
He's really stood out for his club today. Even though they're struggling a little bit, he's doing his part.
Gets it to go.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Yeah, you look at the numbers, 10 of the last 12 points have come from close range, so I agree.
And that one's good. Beverly.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Here's Douglas. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. Douglas has got 4 points this quarter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint.
Yeah, that's 5 of their last 6 baskets inside the lane. They have really established themselves inside.
No problem knocking that one down. Timeout called the Warriors. They faced off right here last time they met, but the home club just couldn't pull out the win.
Well, loss or no loss, that was a fantastic game, Clark. They could be proud of the way they battled at least.
I suppose, but Steve, it still was a really heartbreaking loss. I mean, you hate to lose in overtime. No matter how hard you played, it still leaves you very empty and disappointed when you come up short.
And the Rockets making a change here. Howard's checked in, and that one's good. Beverly.
Yeah, beautiful drive there, going right around the bigger man.
Warriors leading by 13. Here's Azili. The shot goes in as the ref calls the blocking foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Fantastic pass. He turned that one into a pretty easy basket for his teammates.
Houston making some changes. Ashik comes in for Terrence Jones. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Francisco Garcia. The Warriors shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game.
Festus Ezeli taken with the final pick of the first round in 2012. And he's a raw, athletic, 6'11" big man out of Nigeria by way of Vanderbilt University. Boy, I tell you. Tell you what, I love his size. It's now all about improving his skill level, and with his work ethic, I think it's just a matter of time before that happens.
And that one's good, Barnes.
Well, I think he shot the ball well, guys, but I don't think he shot it enough. The more shots he gets from here on out, the more they'll stretch out this lead.
He dishes it to Usher. Rejected by Spates. Here's Nedovic. That's in coming up. Douglas has got 4 assists in the game. And Steve Ferrazzi, a good offensive rebounder, a capable defender, but offensively, not much help.
Well, he can get better, no question. He just needs to be able to catch and finish off those pick-and-roll plays. He's never going to be a great shooter. But defensively and on the glass, that's where he really makes an impact.
And Nedovic kicks to Douglas. And the shot is good. Douglas has got 12.
He got a little room at the rim and laid it in. Great play.
Here's Lynn. Rejected by Spates. Douglas with it. 12 points for him. And here's Barnes for 3. And another 3 for Golden State.
The screenplay worked ideally there. And I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in the movie theater. He gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
He had a nice open look right there. Parsons got his 2nd bucket tonight.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
Beverly dishes to Lynn. Feeds it to Usher. And Ezeli with the block. Now Douglas up in time. What a play. Simply great.
Really could be a morale-crushing three-pointer, fellas. What a way to head into the 4th quarter.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. The Warriors on top, running away with it. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the 4th quarter gets underway.
Tune in Wednesday, February 26th. Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors take on Derrick Rose and the Chicago Bulls. Live from Chicago. Don't miss it.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the 4th. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
They've been the aggressors, and they've been tougher in the paint all game.
They've really been on fire from beyond the arc tonight, too. I mean, a lot of their points have come from out there.
It's Lee and Bogut inside. Nedovic out there with Steph Curry. And it's Iguodala. And at the small forward position. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Here's Curry. He drains the quick shot. Curry's got 22 points.
He's their go-to guy. When he shoots the ball like he has today, that's what the scoreboard usually looks like.
Lynn gets a screen from Ashik. And it's Houston with another.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
Curry passes it to Iguodala. And a great assist by Curry. And goes in. Curry's got 6 assists for tonight. Now the feed to Garcia. Took him no time at all on that one. Garcia's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, you know, when they need a big 3, he's the guy they look to. He's about as reliable a deep threat as you're going to find.
And another thing about his game that's really noticeable is how well he handles defensive pressure when he's getting the shot up. He's a very composed shooter.
And the Rockets making a change here. Thompson's checked in. Now a timeout called by Houston.
You know, he just isn't pleased at all with the looks they've given up defensively inside. So I think this timeout is all about trying to get his group to tighten up defensively.
They just don't look very sharp to me on the defensive side.
Shot is blocked. Inside, tipped. And that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession. And this is what the schedule looks like for Houston. Next up for them is going to be the Suns. That'll be at the U.S. Airways Center. And that game will be game 3 of 5 away from home. Curry backing down. Oh, trying for it. And that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession. And here's a look at what's coming up for the Golden State Warriors. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand.
Boy, a lot of fans around the league really focused on that matchup for Chicago.
John Thompson kicks to Iguodala. And it's sent back by Howard. Houston's gone off with a three-pointer tonight. They're a perfect 7 of 7. Iguodala with the steal. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Lee and Usher with the block. Tries to keep it alive. But they get it back. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. Curry with it. Now guarded by Parsons. That savvy little up fake there. Fooling the D. 27 points for Steph Curry. Here's Lynn. And it's good, assisting on the play with Brooks. And that's now 17 points here for Lynn. Curry kicks to Thompson. Backing him down is Iguodala. Puts it up from 15. Gets it to go.
And he is feeling a terrific percentage from the field.
For Houston, they've gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Here's Lynn. And it's Houston with another.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
And even if it costs them some foul trouble, I mean, they need to start putting some bodies on bodies. Be physical.
James Harden. He's checked in for Houston. They double-team Curry. Thompson. Here's Iguodala. That 3 off the mark. Harden outside. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Absolutely on fire from beyond the arc.
Yeah, that's where he's getting his points.
Warriors leading by 19 points. Back to Iguodala. And he banks in the layup. Iguodala's got 7 points here in this quarter.
That's kind of his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the defense and finish at the rim.
And Curry, here we go. Gets the bucket. Curry's got 29.
His shooting's been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons his team is up in this game.
Here's Lynn. That's good.
Well, for one, he hasn't let them down. I mean, but a few other guys need to pick up the pace if they're going to be good.
Curry dishes to Bogut. Good, and Curry gets the assist. And it's 6 points for Andrew Bogut.
Well, that puts the nail in the coffin.
A clinic in terms of how to play with the lead right there.
To the inside, here's Lynn. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Houston with a big group substitution here. Smith checked in for Howard. Monte Eunice comes in for Omer Ashe. Caspi, he's checked in for Chandler Parsons. And it's Brooks in for Jeremy Lin. With the fadeaway, Thompson with the bucket.
Kevin, that's beautiful. With the guy all over him, the fadeaway was about the only option he had, and he cashed in on it.
The drive by Brooks. And Bogut sends it back. Here's Smith. Moves through traffic and lays it in. Warriors leading by 23. Curry with it. Picked up by Monte Eunice. And a jam by Stephen Curry. Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rack.
You know, the guys on the... bench are going crazy right now at the sight of that jam.
Rockets have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the final period. Great shooting down the stretch. There's the double team at Bogut. Harden kicks to Smith. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
The fans don't like that call one bit.
Well, the officials got an earful as a result.
And the Warriors with the completely new 5 on the floor.
Well, if it wasn't already out of reach, it is now thanks to this spurt.
Just keep on firing, man. And no reason to slow down now.
And here are the Rockets. And here's Harden. Makes it off the glass.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
All alone. And another basket for Golden State.
They got to feel pretty good about this win tonight, guys, defending their home floor.
Yeah, and just riding it out here now. I mean, they gave the fans what they wanted.
And Houston again with the bucket. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. 1 second separating the shot clock and game time. The shot's good from Nedovic.
I like the way they've played here in the first half. Just an intelligent floor game, getting good shots.
Numbers certainly back that up. They're shooting a much better percentage.
It's Harden with the drive. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks.
Brought back the finger roll. That's a nice finesse move to pull off with the defense all over it.
Here's Douglas. So we see the Warriors taking the... Not much to be critical of at this win, Clark.
Not at all. I mean, they showed up not just to play. They showed up to give great effort and to win, and they did both.
Well, that'll do it. For Doris Burke, Steve Kerr, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying so long. We'll see you next time. And as we leave, we give you our Jordan Player of the Game, Steph Curry.
Okay, we're in a huge night here and an absolutely dominated win for the Golden State Warriors. They win by 23 points, 117-94. Stephen Curry got 31 points with 9 assists. Andre Iguodala got 22. And on the other hand, for the Rockets, James Harden got 22 and Jeremy Lin got 21 and 7 assists. In a huge night for the Warriors, they take down the Houston Rockets by 23 points. And another dominate win for the Warriors. Next up, we're up to Charlotte. We got actually it's not Charlotte, so we check out some schedule right here. what's going on in their schedule. We got the Pelicans, Bobcats, Knicks, Magic, Mavericks, Sixers, Cavaliers, Raptors, Nuggets, Bulls. Our first game will have a Denver, Chicago, not Clippers, Grizzlies, Spurs, Suns, Jazz, Trailblazers, Hawks, Pistons, and our second game, we're off the Staples Center again. We got the Celtics and the Lakers. So we're skipping all the way to Cavaliers, Raptors. The first is not slow. Alright, check the Pelicans, check the schedule. There's still games left further, and that will be played against the Wizards. I think actually that will not allow to be freedom. So that will be another game. That will be because the Pelicans will be top schedule since injury for Tyreke Evans. So Pelicans and the Bobcats, and the Pelicans win by 24. Al Jefferson got 30 points and 9 rebounds. Eric Gordon got 32. Jrue Holiday got 29, and Anthony Davis got triple-double. Not bad. Next, we got the Knicks and the Magic. So we got, and Magic wins, and now improving 5. Now getting 5 in a row now so far. Oh my gosh, the Magic are 5 in a row so far. Unstoppable for Nikola Vucevic. Jameer Nelson got 32 points and 9 rebounds. Victor Oladipo got 20. Alan Aflalo not even get triple-double. And Amari Stoudemire got 20. Mavericks and the Sixers. The Sixers trying to get a division lead against those stalwart Mavericks. And no, the Sixers win. Are you serious? Actually, if the Mavericks gonna have the chance to difficult to lose against Detroit, I'm gonna sit there, and there we go. Mavericks win over the Sixers. Darius Young got 28 points and 9 rebounds. Richardson got 26. Sean Marion got 31. Dirk Nowitzki not even triple-double. Even Devin Harris. I'm gonna save again here and then adjust a little bit. Cavaliers and the Raptors, and the Cavaliers win. Another dominate again. That's another, that is 37. That's huge dominate. DeMar DeRozan got 21. Kyle Lowry not even triple-double. Andrew Bynum got double-double. And Alonzo G got 20. Irving only scores 15 points. And our conclusion of the day, we're off the United Center in Chicago. We got an interconference matchup here tomorrow night. So tomorrow we're off the United Center. First game, we got JaVale McGee. Can you stop that, because Dawson DeBreeze is annoying because LT forgot the wrong button. Alright. First game, we got JaVale McGee and Ty Lawson of the Denver Nuggets take on Derrick Rose and Joakim Noah of the Chicago Bulls. And following the conclusion, we got this historic rivalry featuring Rajon Rondo of the Boston Celtics take on... Stop it, enough to get Dawson DeBreeze trigger button. Rajon Rondo of the Boston Celtics take on Kobe Bryant of the Los Angeles Lakers. That would be a good one. That'll do it for now. This is Andre Kenshin as the Stanley Cup Finals Game 2 is in the books. Florida Panthers win in double overtime. Take even the series at 1 game apiece. This is Andre Kenshin. Say so long from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California, as the Warriors take it easy, dominate win over the Houston Rockets 117-94. This is Andre Kenshin. Say so long from downtown Oracle Arena in Oakland. We'll see you tomorrow once again for the Denver Nuggets and the Chicago Bulls, followed by the Boston Celtics and the Los Angeles Lakers. And time to say sign up and peace out. Good night, and reminder, we'll see you tomorrow at the first game here at United Center. We got the Denver Nuggets and the Chicago Bulls, followed by the second game will be the Boston Celtics and the Los Angeles Lakers here at Staples Center. Sign up and peace out. Good night, and thanks for watching. Peace out.